Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. It looks like Creative Assembly have posted another teaser for what can be assumed to be Total War Warhammer 3. The teaser, which is showing on screen right now, takes us back to Altdorf, where our friend the Celestial Wizard once again looks to the skies. This time we are treated to another constellation, that of the Piper. For a little bit of context, the Piper is the sign of the Trickster, appearing as a capering piper, and is in ascendance during autumn. People born under it are known to be diplomatic, cunning and shady. This is rather interesting, as we don't know as to what time of year this currently is in the Warhammer fantasy world. Both star signs shown, the first being Grungni's Baldric and now the Piper, are really far away from each other. Of course, at this point it can be assumed that the release date for Total War Warhammer 3 will fall between Grungni's Baldric and the Piper. But I believe that this, once again, is focused around another Chaos God. You see, Grungni's Baldric was a hint towards Khorne as far as I see. It's a sign of martial prowess. And now today we are treated to the Piper, which is associated with diplomacy, cunning and shadiness. All three of those are associated with Tzeentch. Perhaps it is hinting of a Lord of Khorne and a Lord of Tzeentch being the first two available for the Demons of Chaos. Usually when races are released as base game, we normally expect two different playable legendary lords. This has been the norm so far, so these hints could be pointing towards Khorne and Tzeentch as stated before. The parallel might be rather interesting. You see, Khorne's armies are mostly melee focused with no magic whatsoever, whereas Tzeentch's armies focus heavily on magical attacks through spells or otherwise. They're not really great at melee, although you can use them as that. I'm just speculating here, but I believe that this points towards a Chaos Undivided roster, purely because the lack of range as a whole for all four Chaos Gods is a bit of a clutch. So the idea of being able to build up your armies as you could on the tabletop, where roster mixing between the Chaos Gods was encouraged, might be the best way to do so. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and it could be gearing up for a Khorne faction and a Tzeentch faction individually. There's a few things more to cover here. You see, it looks like our grumpy friend has been writing down his findings, which makes sense as he's an astrologer. But he seems to have written down something in a very specific way. I am guided to Grungni's Baldric, the sign of martial pursuits. I am assuming since the book is currently open and there's a quill right next to the book, he's going to start writing down his findings today. But interestingly enough, he also states that he's sure that we are due another sign tomorrow. I am getting major end times vibes here. It seems way too specific to have two different star signs so far away from each other in the calendar being revealed to this celestial wizard just simply days apart. The star signs in the Warhammer Fantasy universe work very much the same as they do in our own real world. For example, if you're a Taurus, you would be born through May and June. The fact that Grungni's Baldric is specific to April and the Piper is specific to July, August, this is very strange. I'm talking about a lore perspective here, as these types of things aren't really common. They are way too far apart for this to be a coincidence. Creative Assembly do follow the lore of these types of things, so the parallel is there. The Baldric for Khorne, and obviously the Piper for Tzeentch. If this is indeed the case, then I wonder what the third sign will be tomorrow. I'm assuming that all these signs are pointing towards the playable races and factions in Warhammer 3. Perhaps we'll see the sign of the Ox for the Chaos Dwarfs, or Cacklefax the Cockerel, which is the sign of money and merchants for the Dogs of War. Of course, there is no confirmation as to what races will be playable as base game in Total War Warhammer 3, but as always, speculation is always kind of fun, isn't it? I must admit, I have been watching this teaser constantly and trying to make sense of the situation. I was expecting other subtle hints, but I've not seen anything else, unless there's something there that I haven't seen, which might be on his desk. And I will freely admit that I've been playing both clips side to side constantly just to see if there are any differences, barring the really obvious ones. I've not seen anything, that or I'm just completely blind. And I can safely say that I am indeed not competent whatsoever in astrology. We'll of course have to wait until tomorrow, but what is your interpretation of the events? And what do you think this teaser has been hinting towards? I do like reading your comments, and yes, I do read your comments regarding this, as the first teaser had a lot of interesting theories from you guys, so I'm interested to see what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. As usual, I'll have the teaser playing with its complete sound as soon as I finish talking, just in case you guys need a bit of a refresher. The more I look at these clips, the more I honestly think this game is heading towards an end time scenario. While I might not be too fond of the end times, it does make sense to me.
Heed the heavens, heed the heavens, heed the heavens. And heed them I shall, and I am certain to find them once again lacking of anything worthy of my heeding. Sigmar tests me, though there is little left for him to test. The Piper. Today you show me the Piper. We shan't see the third constellation tomorrow. I'm sure of it.
But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games, where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.